And tonight on the Daily Wrap, CNN now reporting Roger Ailes threatened to go to war with Trump over the Megyn Kelly feud. Hillary Clinton delivers a blank email server to the FBI while supporters rush to her defense. And 2016 presidential candidate Dr. Ben Carson says Planned Parenthood is trying to control the black population. We will be talking about that and plus read your viewer comments. Big night tonight. This is the Daily Wrap live from New York City. And welcome to the show, everybody. I'm Joe Concha, joined by my co-host Rick Unger. Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. How was your day?
Outstanding.
Well, good.
A lot going on.
Yeah, a lot going on.
August is supposed to be slow. Everybody's on vacation.
Those days are over, man. I mean, we have been blessed with a summer of news unlike ever before.
Well, it's the summer of Trump, which otherwise is known as
And
a SOT
Hillary.
in this business.
And Hillary.
And a lot of Hillary. That's true. Speaking of somebody who is not anything like Hillary Clinton, yet being a Philly attorney, she's also America's pundit. Heather Hansen is back and well tanned.
Happy to be here.
Oh, good to see you. And finally, from the Blaze TV, news anchor and former speechwriter for former Senate Majority Leader Bill Frist, she is Amy Holmes.
And this isn't a tan.
No, you're all natural.
You have a really good tan, too.
Good for you.
I never get one.
Okay, let's get right to the daily download, please.
You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals. Your Twitter account...
Only Rosie O'Donnell.
Well, that was Donald Trump, obviously 6 nights ago, and earlier in the week we reported that Donald Trump had made peace with Fox News after getting a phone call from network president Roger Ailes. Trump, of course, took to the Twitter to claim victory. There it is. Roger Ailes just called. He's a great guy and assures me that Trump, in quotes, will be treated fairly on Fox News. His word is always good. Well, now CNN is reporting that the conversation between Trump and Ailes might not have been very cordial. Ailes apparently warned Trump there would be war if the feud continued between him and Megyn Kelly. Of course, Fox has faced backlash from Trump supporters who said they will never watch the Kelly file again. Here at Newsmax, we're seeing that. Trust me, we've gotten thousands of emails saying the same exact thing. All right, Rick, who's the winner here? Ailes or Trump?
Newsmax.
Newsmax is correct.
They're always the winner.
I mean, yeah, we benefited amazingly. We should point that out. Look, I think Trump is clearly the winner. When a television network, a news network, has to back down to satisfy a candidate, that's pretty bizarre. Almost as bizarre as Trump referring to himself in the third person by putting quotes around his name, Trump. That's just...
But did they back down? I mean, Megyn Kelly's numbers, from what I understand, were better last night than they have ever been. I think that perhaps she's just gained a new audience. You know, by going more mainstream and sort of more middle of the road, she's picked up a lot of people that otherwise maybe would not have watched her.
I know you have a law degree and everything, but I'm going to treat you like a student. I will be the professor
Sure,
right now.
the media professor.
Yes, you are correct. Megyn Kelly has lost viewers. She has lost followers on Facebook. What has happened is she's gotten so much publicity, she's bringing in viewers from other places.
New viewers.
People that has never even watched cable news
Yeah.
before, or at least had a preconceived notion about that network. So Newsmax wins because we are, I mean, the comments that we're getting, it's 10 times as what we used to get. And all of them are almost uniform. I will not watch that network anymore. I like what I'm seeing here. So you know what, there's enough love to go around.
Everybody wins.
Is this self-congratulatory segment? Is that what we're into?
I think we're doing that at this point. Join our infomercial, Amy.
All right, I'm very happy to plug Newsmax here as we are at Newsmax and you're watching Newsmax. I think that it's a win-win for everybody. That Trump gets the attention that he wants. He gets to, you know, try to rough up an enemy, and Fox News has their ratings go up, 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 and all of us talking about them. And you're talking about Megyn Kelly getting these new viewers to the Fox News news network. And Frank Bruni, even, of the New York Times, saying that he has become a fan of Fox News, at least because of that Thursday night debate. So I think these frenemies are enjoying themselves.
You are exactly correct. Trump's numbers have not suffered as a result. He's still on top of most polls. Or everybody has said, well, this is going to be the turning point, the debate. It hasn't happened yet, right? Because everybody liked his answers, despite the questions being tough or, in some people's minds, unfair. Kelly's audience expands. Ailes stands by his reporter, or at least his anchor, moderator, whatever you want to call Megyn Kelly. She's a hybrid of all three, because apparently Trump wanted an apology. In another report, he said, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. And if you think Megyn Kelly was going to apologize, that would never happen as well. So you're right. It's a win, win, win. You throw Newsmax in there, win. What a night.
Everybody's happy.
Everybody's happy. Wow. Meanwhile, what about that border wall at Mexico?
Mexico treats us as though we are stupid people, which of course our leaders are. I don't blame Mexico. China's even worse.
But how do you force a country to build a wall?
You force them because we give Mexico a fortune. Mexico makes a fortune because of us. A wall is a tiny little peanut compared to the kind of money.
So you would cut off business or impose tariffs unless they built the wall?
I would do something very severe unless they contributed or gave us the money to build the wall. I'd build it. I'd build it very nicely. I'm very good at building.
Like the mood lighting that Jake had there. Anyway, Bloomberg did an interview with Mexican President Enrique Peña Nieto, spokesman, and that's Eduardo Sanchez, who said of the border wall that Trump promises Mexico will pay for. And here's what he had to say. Quote, "Of course it's false. It reflects an enormous ignorance for what Mexico represents and also the irresponsibility of the candidate who's saying it." Okay, before I go to you, Amy.
Okay.
What do you think Mexico's going to say? Sure, we'll pay for it. Trump is right. We were thinking this all wrong. Trump talks about leverage all the time. This is how negotiations happen.
Meaning that you throw out a preposterous proposal which the other side immediately rejects. Look, obviously Mexico's not paying for a wall. Perhaps Trump means that pay for it metaphorically through tariffs. You know, Jake,
no, I think he means pay for it.
Yeah, I think he does too.
Right, but when he talks about the Mexican government's collaboration in sending undocumented immigrants to the United States, that is true. And there have been documents found among undocumented immigrants of government-printed pamphlets demonstrating how you can sneak past the border into the United States.
That's not what Trump said.
Mexico does.
Hold
on a minute, Rick.
That's not what he said.
Mexico, and the Mexican economy does depend on remittances from Mexicans that come to the United States to work and send money home.
I got to respond to a few things there, as maybe the only person who lived in Mexico. The fact that the government might print those documents, I've heard of that too,
I've seen
is
them.
not fine. It's not what Trump's talking about. Trump's saying that the government is organizing and choosing. You go to the United States because we don't think you're a very good person. You can't stay. You go there. You can stay. We like you. You go. That's not the same as the pamphlet.
I'm not defending
That's
that
number
aspect
one.
of Trump,
Number
but
two.
there is a case to be made
Number
that the Mexican
two.
government is collaborating.
The Mexican economy is in no way, shape, or form reliant on the remittances.
Certainly.
You're right. No. I'm sorry, certainly not. I can go into chapter and verse about the Mexican economy. The amount of remittances doesn't even fill a thimble compared to American tourism, for example, or other things that the economy
Which
there.
is dwindling because of the
and
drug
by the
war.
way, it doesn't even fill a half a thimble compared to oil to their economy. It is not. It does happen, clearly. They send back tons of money. But let's not over...
aspect of the Mexican
It's
economy.
not.
This
It's
is
not.
This
It's
is
not.
the first segment that we use thimbles, so
Well, it's just not.
Okay.
It is a lot of money. I'm not
Right.
trying to minimize it. I'm really not. But it's just not accurate to portray it as some massive part of their economy. Mexico has a very substantial economy, all on their own. And by the way, they send us more.
I don't disagree with that.
Let's pretend we're on a double date for a second, despite your new status. All right? and can we
It would
agree?
be the worst double date of your life.
Stop
Two people
it.
arguing across the table.
No, it happens all the time.
Yeah, that's what double dates are.
Please, let me make my point. Can we agree at least that we think Trump meant that the Mexican government isn't doing anything remotely to stop people from leaving their country?
Oh, without a doubt.
I think that's what he meant.
Yes,
Well, I think that
We didn't talk about it.
I think that he did go as far as to say what you said that he said, which is that they're sending their bad people over. But I think that the broader point that he's trying to make is that they're not trying to stop.
Okay, finally, one of the premier political minds in the country, Larry Sabato, said in his crystal ball report today that, quote, the summer of Trump is unlikely to turn into a year of Trump, calling him the unnominatable, that's a word, frontrunner. Is it fair to put Trump in the same category as Herman Cain and Michelle Bachmann?
You know, I do think that there's an argument to be made. I mean, we're 170 days away. There's just so much time to be left. However, he has changed the entire picture, and in a way Herman Cain did not.
Yeah, It's not fair to compare him to that.
Right.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Very good. The cap that Donald Trump has been wearing at campaign stops with his, quote, "Make America Great Again" slogan has become a sensation. In fact, sales of the Trump cap are off the charts. And now you can get your very own Make America Great Again cap at $25 value, free with a special offer, just pays shipping and handling. Just go to newsmax.com/TrumpCap or call 1-800-485-4350. Coming up next, did the FBI seize blank email server from Hillary Clinton? Boy, stay tuned.